Here we are, back again, with part 3 of Mega Man. And we are already save scumming. This is Wily stage number 2. This is our first instance of a boss rush that comes up. And we also get a surprise final boss to this stage as well. Or, not final, he's not the last boss in the game, there's one more. But, we get a surprise boss fight that you wouldn't expect. Okay, well, we'll put it that way. So, first up, I believe, is Elecman, I think? Or is it Bomb Man? It might be... No, it's Cutman. Cutman is first. So, Cutman, he's not very hard. But he's weak to Gutsman, and without the Gutsman weapon, it's kinda, you know. Now, he will continuously hop back and forth and shit, and be really annoying. His cutter does a decent amount of damage to you, but there's health pickups here. Not very good health pickups, but I mean, hey, they exist. These little guys, but the only way you can really take care of them is with the Elect Beam, otherwise you might get knocked off into a pit. And here, I couldn't remember the next boss, so I go into it with with Elecman, which ends up backfiring, because I believe this one is Elecman. Yeah, and Elecman takes no damage from his weapon. And I was having trouble remembering what he was weak to, which is Cutman, and I walked into him there and died. So, here I am again, we've cut forward. Check this out. Check out how easy it is to beat Elecman. Boom! Yeah, dying to him made me feel kind of bad once I pulled that off. This part, you need to jump in between the little pellets here in order to not get hit. I was just being stubborn and trying to kill them beforehand, and it wasn't really working out, so... yeah. And up here, we have one of the most embarrassing deaths in this whole run coming up here. Where I just... I just kind of, you know, walk down on him. I think it's coming up the next screen. Yeah, Cutman has a wide arc, but it's not that wide. Or did I cut it out? Did I cut out that death? I guess I cut out that death. I didn't realize I cut it out. Yeah, basically, I died by just walking into one of these eyeball things from, I believe they're originally in Bomb Man stage, I think? Yeah. This is the last screen before we get to the boss fight to end all boss fights. He's weak to Thunder Beam, and he is weak to Fireman. I like using Fireman more because you get the shield, and he likes to jump into you. But he gets stunned with Elecman, so if you want to use the or Thunder Beam, Elecman, whatever, you can use it. I tried a couple of times using the save state. Then I realized I just need to die and continue on with full health. And that's what I wound up doing. Once you figure out what he is weakest to, or not necessarily weakest to, because he's not really weak to any of it, but once you figure out what works for you anyways, you can take him down with just about anything, except Iceman. Iceman's kind of not a very good weapon, if I'm being real. And there we go. Mega Man's clone is dead. That music will never be old to me. The Mega Man victory music is so iconic. It's up there with, like, Mario's Game Over. It's just a very iconic theme. Now, this is one of the quickest levels in the game. This level is only like 3 screens big, and then it's the boss fight. Yeah, forgot about this. Yeah, I was trying to remember what the boss's weakness was, because it's been a while. So I was sitting there, and then I went to the wiki to look at it, and I just sat there for fucking ever, and eventually I remembered he's weak to Cutman, and you're about to see me make a huge mistake with that knowledge. So, just hold right and spam your power pellets. You might take a hit here and there from these guys, but they don't really do a whole lot of damage. And you'll get lucky sometimes and they'll drop health anyways, so... there I missed the pickup, but, you know, not every time you miss it. Yeah, I keep forgetting, which key is... Because I think select your power. So I keep hitting the select button and it opens up the menu for the Legacy Collection. So yeah, I make a huge mistake here and I throw all of the blocks at him. Don't do that. Because it gets faster the more damage it takes, and it gets really hard to dodge and shoot with how fast it starts going in the later stages. So I recommend you sit in that left corner there, tank hits if he comes by you, and just shoot him with the Mega Buster. The Mega Buster will go through all of those rocks. And here I jump cut with a save state back in here so I can have the rocks again. I believe that this is the time I kill him. Yeah, so just do what I'm doing here, and you'll take care of it, no problem. It's one of the easier boss fights in the game once you know what to do. Also, if it ever seems like I'm getting hit by something invisible, that's because of the frame rate. I recorded this in 30 frames, because for some odd reason I kept getting an encoding error with this game when I was running it at, or when I was recording at 60, so I just settled for, you know, the 30 on the recording, which leads to sprite flickering in the footage, even though there's no sprite flickering at all, because I have it disabled in the Legacy Collection. It's still here in the video, which I just don't get. It's something with compression, I guess. Old school YouTube used to have that problem as well, where when you would upload a video, it would, like, say you were, like, playing Sonic the Hedgehog, you had a 50-50 chance of the shields showing up in the actual, like, video. So I guess I'm having, you know, a little bit of nostalgia because of that. You know, you get to experience what old school YouTube was like with the 30 FPS on classic Nintendo games instead of the 60 that you're probably used to. I'm gonna try and figure out what was wrong with it. Worst comes to worst, I can always just play the version of Legacy Collection I have on PlayStation. Or I could pick them up on Switch. I really need to pick up the Legacy Collections on Switch. I just wish that the Battle Network Legacy Collection 2 had a physical edition that I could get. Because although I have the digital version, I would like a physical copy for PlayStation or Switch. Right there, you can grind lives, and you can get that, I forget what it's called, I think it's like the Bunraku or something like that. Basically, it's a power tank from the later games. Okay, here is the metal rendition of, I think it's Wily Stage 1, I think? Yeah, which, this is by, B-Boy No. It's really kicking. I will leave a link down to the video, and the video this comes from in the description. I found this while I was in the same evening that I found the orchestral version as well. Yeah. Mega Man has some really rockin' fucking tunes. Mega Man 1, not so much, but Mega Man 2 and 3 and 4 definitely have some awesome tunes. Every Mega Man X, except for like X7 and X8, have really awesome tracks. And Battle Network has some awesome chip tunes on the Game Boy Advance. Highly recommend giving Battle Network a chance, guys. Some people find Battle Network boring, and I don't blame them. And there I am dying to fucking Torchman. Again, I died to him a few times here. But, some people find Battle Network kind of boring, and I don't blame them. Some people complain that the levels are a little samey, and, you know, I get it. I can understand that. But it's one of those things where as the series went on, there's 6 of them. Unless you count Star Force, which is the Mega Man X version of Battle Network. They get a lot better with that as they go on, and the stories get very interesting the further in you get, and, you know, I just highly recommend anybody go and check them out. So yes, here I am again. This is 16 times speed going through these bosses here, and finally, I have completed it. So here we are. This is the final room. Yeah, I was on 0 lives. So yeah, you fucking thought, huh? Yeah. I do a little bit better this time through, because I know what to expect from everybody. The only person that gives me shit is Gutsman. Oh, I guess I died to Iceman there. I forgot I died to Iceman. But yeah, really the only person that ever gives me shit here are Fireman or Torchman. God damn it. I keep wanting to say Fireman because it just makes sense. And Gutsman. Because okay, Gutsman has a predictable pattern, but it's bullshit because his rocks break into 4 fucking pieces that are hard to jump over. And there I am. I save state right before, and I keep dying. I do eventually get it though. Funnily enough. I think this is it. Oh, no. I think just 1 or 2 more tries and I get it. That's some good coffee. Yep, there we go. We made it back through. Now, I'm going to kill myself. Coming into Wily 1. Wily Machine 1. This boss has 2 phases. The first phase is piss easy. Like I said, I intentionally killed myself there to have full health for the fight, because it's kind of hard to avoid getting hit in phase 2. You will get hit a time or two. And half of the projectiles end up being invisible in the footage that you're about to see as well, which is really fucking funny. It looks like I'm just dying to nothing. But yeah, here he comes. He is weak to 2 things. He is weak to Fireman or Torchman, whatever. I can't. Is he Fireman or is he Torchman in this game? I can't fucking remember. he's weak to Cutman, which I'm going to switch to for part 2 because it's easier to hit him with, and you will hit him twice with it. So yeah, the easiest way, as you saw the circle as it hits me, but not as it's firing, the easiest way to avoid it is to jump and attack, and then you will run underneath Wily, and you can dodge it basically every time. It's fairly exploitable, but it's not really practical, because the thing will still spiral, and if you're off by a pixel on your positioning, you'll still get hit. There you go. Like I said, Phase 1 is piss easy, and I save state here so I don't have to go through the fucking hallway again. Yeah, don't be ashamed by using save states, guys, alright? It's not a big deal, okay? These games are old, nobody fucking cares. The only elitists that are left with these games that are like, you can't do that, are knocking on death's door pretty much at this point. Like, just don't worry about it, okay? Play the game how you want to play it and have fun with it, because that's what we as gamers should be doing with our games. We should be playing them and having fun with them. That being said, this is the end of the part, and I'm going to let these credits roll without any commentary. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I'll eventually cover the rest of the Mega Man games at some point, but I'll have a little teaser at the end of this video for what game I'm doing next. So, with that being said, have a good day. I hope you enjoyed.
You